Now let's look at exactly what happened, how Lebanon's electronic devices were compromised, and what this means for the rest of the world. Yesterday we told you about the pagers, about how they were from a Taiwanese company, but they were apparently manufactured by a Hungarian firm called BAC Consulting. This is the registered address of the Hungarian firm, the building you're seeing. A Hungarian MP tried to enter the building yesterday, but to no avail. He has called for an investigation by his country's anti-terror unit. A Hungarian government spokesperson then put out this tweet. He said the BAC was, and I'm quoting, a trading intermediary with no manufacturing site in Hungary, and that the pagers had never been in the country. Basically, Budapest wants to wash its hands clean. And we still don't know for sure where the pagers were manufactured. But the theory is that Israel got involved in some stage of the supply chain. And the same thing seems to have happened yesterday with the exploding walkie-talkies. The devices were originally made by a Japanese company called ICOM. The walkie-talkies were all units of the same model, the ICV82. Now, ICOM says that this was continued in 2014. All the walkie-talkies were made in Japan at the same factory, but about 160,000 units had been sold overseas. ICOM's director said that the walkie-talkie seems to have been tampered with. Their batteries may have been replaced with those that could explode. Now, the Japanese firm is investigating this incident. We'll get more details in the days to come, but as we wait for those answers, there's a rising tide of fear in Lebanon.
Some rumors have spread claiming that lithium batteries and solar panels are exploding. For example, if I have solar panels or a lithium battery at home, I would definitely disconnect them just because of these rumors. Even though they are probably false, people still feel afraid.
I didn't expect what happened today. Things are repeating all over again. We had some devices here that we believed were 100% safe, but out of caution, we removed them from the store because we got worried. This is something that has never happened before in the world. We didn't expect it, and we don't know of any place that has faced a similar attack.
Lebanese civilians are afraid that their electronic gadgets could suddenly turn into bombs. There's both fear and anger in Lebanon and abroad.
Widespread, simultaneous explosions across Lebanon and in Syria are shocking, and their impact on civilians unacceptable. The fear and the terror unleashed is profound. Simultaneous targeting of thousands of individuals without knowledge as to who was in possession of the targeted devices, their location and their surroundings at the time of the attack violates international human rights law and, to the extent applicable, international humanitarian law.
Let's step back for a moment and think about the Lebanon attacks objectively, about the implications of exploding electronic gadgets. Almost all of us carry some device or the other at all times. It could be a cell phone, a smartwatch, wireless earphones, anything. Who made that device? And no, not the brand. Who really made it? Where was it manufactured? Where did the battery come from? Who was the last person handling that little lithium-ion thing so close to your vital organs? It's not a comforting thought, is it? The Lebanon attacks show that personal electronics can be weaponized. They are not supposed to be. There's even a law against it, a law against rigging civilian objects. But it's happened anyway. And now the genie is out of the bottle, so expect a new form of terrorism and warfare to emerge, supply chain terror or factory floor warfare. If your country ever gets into a conflict, make sure the enemy is not manufacturing anything that you use, and make sure you aren't importing things from shell companies in Budapest to start with. The last 2 days have exposed a weakness all across the world. How many of our governments are scanning every single import for battery bombs? Well, they should really start now. Or perhaps start manufacturing things at home, because if they don't, any of us could fall victim to a battery blast in our pockets.
වන මිලියන 70කට 15 කින් අඩු වෙලා